Go now on 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says exactly.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Fields now to throw. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Nix looking to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Nix to throw on 2nd down. We'll get that complete to Vele. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to the air with Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Facing his 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. On play action, here's Nix. This is caught. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Nix to the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Got his man, it's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing out left and finding Likely. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So this drive going to continue. Continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with John. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Nix on first down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Nix from the shotgun. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Off the play fake, Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this... And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On first down, it's Fields. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. George Pickens, 34 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Rolling to his right. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Isaiah Likely with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A carry from McLaughlin. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing Nix. And he's caught by Vele. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's 1st and goal. The give is to McLaughlin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game. Charles had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Steelers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.